Well, as you may have noticed by now, I've got some new toys to play with, much to Christine's delight. I have a new drone, a new GoPro camera, and new microphones, wireless mics. Now, yes, well, I tested out all the equipment before I came, and schoolboy error, I didn't use the wind mufflers. Now, it wasn't too bad on the first few days because there was no wind at all, but today is a windy day, so I'm guessing I might have to cut a lot of the footage out. I haven't come to edit it yet while I'm recording this bit. So, since I've been using the new equipment in earnest, a few things have sprung to mind. Well, the first one, Ernest says it hurt a little bit, but he likes the footage. And the camera itself, I bought a little case that goes round it. It's got a microphone. Now you can select facing forward microphone or the microphone from behind. But when you've got the camera looking at yourself and then you switch it round to look at something else, you don't want to be messing about like that. So sometimes I noticed that the footage wasn't as crisp, the sound wasn't as crisp, sorry. And then, so anyway, I won't bore you with too many details. I'll probably just say in this so I'll remember to listen to it next time and put it right. Yeah, yeah, so the wind, I had wind mufflers, didn't use them. Schoolboy error, never mind. Anyway, here we are now. We're at Ramworth. The electric hasn't been sorted at this point. We're just going to go for a walk. Poor Christine's not been able to do her hair yet. And meeting up with Mary and Matt later. And I'm going to tag that little bit of footage on the end of this walk because Mary doesn't want too many people seeing him on camera. He said a lot of people know him. What can I say? I'll try to keep it secret, but anyway. So here we are. This is a little bit longer than the walk we normally do from Ranworth. Not the one up to the nature reserve. This is past the Nasty Lady's bush, but we don't actually go that way. You go past South Walsham Broad. You can actually see South Walsham Broad through the trees when it's not overgrown. And it's a bit of an extension, and you'll be able to see that in the footage hopefully. And yeah, it was quite enjoyable. A little bit longer than I thought. The actual, when I downloaded it, it said 3.6 miles, but when I've looked at it again it says 3.88 miles. I'm guessing it's nearer to 3.88 miles than 3.6, but it was still okay. Very enjoyable, but a little bit longer than our usual one. Nick Cotton, look at this. The pub opening, open 3/4 of an hour, and I'm walking away from it in that direction. So this is one of the walks that we do on a regular basis. You come out the Staithe and you get to the side of the granary tea rooms and then you just walk down this way. Now this is a bit longer than what we normally do. That normally takes about 45 minutes. It's basically just a circular walk. You walk up by South Walsham and then you come back and just come down the road to the Maltsters, but I found a route on the Ordnance Survey and it takes you a bit farther over. I think it's on roads and that's about just over 3 miles. So that'll be about an hour. So that'll be 20 to 1. So yeah, poor Christine. Gutted all the electric posts. Apparently I was talking to the guy on Calypso, Daniel, your mate, and they went off about 1 o'clock in the morning. Somebody's supposed to be coming out to have a look. So that should be done by a weekend. Hopefully for later. Can't even get fly tippers in Norfolk. She's talking to me now. Won't take long. That little beeping that you might have heard then, that's my Garmin telling me we're on track, thankfully. So yeah, if you carry on down here, if you haven't done that before, in the winter months, when the trees are bare, you can see through to South Walsham. You can't actually walk to it. But, well, not from. Whoops. Yeah, it'd be alright. That found it on the floor. Got me. Just in case we have to go in the Maltsters or outside the Maltsters. So we haven't got a plan B, have we? Have we? Have we?
What?
Got a plan B.
For what? What's plan A?
Well, plan A is stay at Ramworth, hope the electric comes back on. We've put the cable in just to like sort of reserve a spot, but if it don't come back on, we've no electric, obviously. So, plan B, do we have one?
There's no electric nearby.
Well, the nearest for us is a boatyard, but I'm loath to go back there. But I think if the wind carries on, we'll be getting rocked to sleep tonight if we stay there.
We've been there in worse condition.
Oh, we have, definitely. Plan B. Think about one if we have to at some point. We managed without electric last night. Right, you're coming to a path now where you can't go down that way. Well, it actually tells you there's a sign, private no right of way. So you have to go right here. Hey, we've done quite a bit of walking on the quiet, haven't we? My knees are feeling it a bit. I've not used any painkillers this week. Well, not solid ones. I think I put too many layers on. I've actually got my bloody jumper, my thick jumper, a t-shirt, a fleece, my coat. I'm boiling. Bobble that. Where's that going to go? Oh, right. So yeah, so it's pretty straightforward so far. When we get to the end where the road is, that's new territory for me, so we'll go along together. So, we're going through a little tree now then, can you see a little bit over the water in the distance? That is South Walsham. Now I was going to send a drone up here to have a look, but I'm not too sure. Definitely can't send it up here because there's too much tree cover. The wind's not too bad, but yeah, no chance here. You get a better view from there. That's the inner broad. The one that's farthest away. I have a feeling, because the guy who was on Monarch just moored up at the side of us to get some water at Ramworth, and I have a feeling that they're not very experienced boaters, so they may, I mean it's easy to just drive down to the broad and miss that sign. I didn't ask him, it's not nothing to do with me really, is it? But well, maybe I should have pointed out to him for future reference that there's no mooring down there, but like I say, who am I? I'm not river police. So, but you can't, I mean, if you can see up there, there's no way I'll be able to get it out of here without wrapping it into a tree. Which is a shame really, because it would have been a nice view from up there over the Broad. Whew, yeah, and I've got this on as well, which helps to keep you warm as well. But it's sweltering now. Whew. So we get down to the end of this path, and if you followed this, our original walk, where you go up past the Nasty Ladies bush, that is a shortcut. So then I extend it a little bit by walking past the path that goes up past the Nasty Ladies bush, but it only adds on about 5 minutes, if that. So at the end of here we're doing a left, and then I think we're just going to be on a road all the way around, and we'll end up, I should imagine, with my inbuilt sat-nav's kicking in now.
You don't have a sat-nav. We are sweaty.
Boiling. Oh, come on, it's the beer coming out of me. I've hardly had anything to drink this holiday. Normally I'm a bit rough midweek.
Oh, it's all badness. It's going to come out somewhere. There you go.
See the yellow. So I've lost the thread now. What we're talking about? Is that what?
Is that the dike?
That's that bottom Broad what we've just been round.
Oh, well, that's a 2 narrow.
No, it's right at the end. It does go narrow at the end.
Okay.
I forgot what was I saying before you rudely interrupted me?
No, switched off.
Come on, quick.
Hello, don't listen anymore.
You're going senile, aren't you? It was you interrupting me. Right, yeah, so I'm guessing the walk. Oh, firewood. Oh, nice, chopped up for you. I'm guessing it'll bring us out near the church. The inbuilt sat-nav, that was it. I told you it was a race to the nursing home, didn't I? She'll have to go in one because there's no way I'm looking after her. Oh, oops, gone off. Right, we're at the end of the path. Now you go up that way. You're not going that way, Chris, we're going straight up there. That takes you past the Nasty Ladies bush. Don't stop outside on the path to take photographs because she thinks she's doing some sort of covert surveillance of her property. Might be a burglar. Yeah, so we're doing the left down this path, and this just brings you out the road. And then I'll check my Garmin and see where we have to go from there. Alright, so we've wanted to do a shorter, or a longer shorter one, bypassing the Nasty Ladies bush. When you get to this stump, you turn right, and that just takes you back down to the Maltsters and the Staithe. About 10 minutes walk. But I'm assuming we're on Common Lane, and there's a path here, so I'm assuming we're going up that path. So this is where I'm venturing into the unknown.
Got a sign, isn't it? It's a bridle way.
It's got a sign, it's a bridle way. So if you're on your horse, actually it's a public footpath sign. So, as you can see, it's a nice little path. Been really dry underfoot so far. Behave yourself. pheasant gone around here somewhere. Take my coat off, it's too warm. So, like I said, I didn't know this existed. I thought we'd be walking on the road, but I haven't touched the road yet except for crossing over it. And quite nice. Scenic route. And where are we now? This is private land. Oh, that's that. No public right of way, no public access. Now then, who said it was nice and dry? I didn't put my boots on thinking it'd be dry. Not that bad, I suppose it'll stick to the edge. Oh. Now this is where,
old man.
This is where my knees I mean, just getting up there is bad enough for me. Can I fit through there?
Come on.
I can't.
Do you want me to come behind you? Get a forklift truck?
Oh, first time I've done an hike proper. Oh, my knees. I don't know what it is, but bending my knees after I've been walking on the flat bloody kills me. And the first time back after I had my knee coming down Scarfell, my mate took me over blooming loads of stiles like that. I were a cripple again. Alright. Bloody cripple. Whew. Yeah, so my great comeback lasted one hike. And then we're out again for about 3 or 4 months then. It's not been too bad recently, but like I say, walking on the flat, and then I come to bend my knees because you're not walking up. Probably some sort of arthritis kicking in, probably. I don't think that won't be like when I get to Christine's age. No, another stile. Is there any barbed wire here at the side? Oh, that'll be right here. Sneak through here. Get your leg over, lass. Oh, this is nice. Not nice. Yeah. It's the style. Ooh. Hey, they didn't put that up at the other bloody end. Beware of all the bullshit in the field that's coming out of my gob. Oh, this is lovely, this. What's it called? Coleman Barn, by the looks of it, something. Lovely. A little kennel there, but I don't think the dog would have to swim to get in it. This is public footpath, and there's plenty of places like this that don't actually look like a public footpath. I have a feeling it must be at the side of that building there. That's the way my Garmin is taking me. But somebody sat up there inside the stables, so I don't really want to be going on unless we go up and ask. Should we go up and ask? Big Pescoran barn. I think it's at the side of there, isn't it? It'll be up here somewhere. If you don't ask, you don't get. Excuse me, that sign that says public footpath?
There.
What?
Footpath. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, it's okay. So I've seen the sign. Thank you. Yeah, so big sign there, footpath. Ah, yes. Yeah. So you come up here at the side of the shed. Why am I whispering? I don't know. That's the chickens. Oh, hey, we've been ill. Mill in Norfolk. And this should bring us out at the church, I'm guessing. Well, on the map it says tower. So unless it's the bloody tower, the Tower of London, I'm guessing it's St Helens Tower, which we can't go up at the moment. Yeah, so that's a nice little walk, that, actually. Whew. Right, so we're now on the road, and the only way you can go, well, you can go 2 ways here, but yeah, I've got a sweat on here.
It's not.
Oh, it's not the church tower, it's I've never seen this before either. They've had a grand Easter egg on here. She looks as though she knows where she's going, but I don't think she does. Men of Pintsworth 1914 to 1918 found but not forgotten. Doesn't tell you anywhere when it was built, does it? Oh, I didn't notice there's somebody put a reef there. Poppies. Remembrance. Does it say on the board there, Chris, when it was? I don't think she's googling it. Right, is it this way then?
A long way.
A long way? It can't be that long. It's only supposed to be 3 miles. So we're doing a right here at the tower. And there's me thinking it was the blooming church St Helens. So I'm guessing this is the way anyway. I'll just check my Garmin. Well, I just missed that. That farmer has got confidence in his driving skills. He reversed right the way down to the edge of this ditch in the corner. I thought he was going in it with his Scarifier, whatever it is. But he was going at a fair old lick, and then he just slammed the brakes on just as it got right on the edge. But I wasn't there in time. But anyway, I've checked the Garmin thing, and we're going in the right direction. Well, this has got to be longer than 3 hours. Surely. So I can't see St Helens Church. I was expecting us to be back at the pub by now. Yeah, anyway. I can't see anything in the distance. Up this street. Periscope. There's the church. But we're on the right track anyway, my Garmin tells me. It's beeping at me on a regular basis, telling me we've got to waypoints. This is not my route, I found this one on Ordnance Survey, I think. Downloaded it off that. And it did say 3.1 miles, I think. Which, I don't know, if I look at the watch, I don't know what time I was going to set off. Thought we might have done that by now. Right. So we've had a bit of a walk on this road now, about 10 minutes. And we come to, we're still on the right track. Feeling, because there's a road coming up that says Priory Road. I'm guessing we go down that way. But I will check it out and let you know. I think if we carry on up that way, we'll end up going up towards Woodbasket. And I think Priory Road is the way to go. But I'll just have a quick look. Right, so you can go down Priory Road, down that way. But my Garmin telling us to go carry on up the road here. Now, where's she? She's checking it out on her phone. But I've just checked it out. I'm the experienced hiker here. She's only an amateur. You can go down that way and it'll bring you out to the road that we crossed over in the first place when we come off the path. Roundabout. We're at the top of the road, and if you just turn left then at the down end of Priory Road, it takes you down to the village. But this way just takes you round, and this will take us past the church, I'm guessing. So yeah, so you see Priory Road, you can go down that way if you want, but the route that I'm following takes us up here. So that's what I'm doing. Otherwise I'll be showing you a different route, and well, you might get confused if you haven't got sort of inbuilt navigational skills like me. Ah yes, can see now through the gaps in the edges. Can you see it? Once you get to the church, if you get there on time, it's not far to go to the Staithe. Back to the boat, read a book. Or, oh, have we had any pizza from the Maltsters? What? Have we had any pizza from the Maltsters? Pardon?
I don't know. But nice, we'll see.
I said, Siri, oh, I don't have much luck with women. She said, this is Alexa. I have done that, but I don't know when. There's the church. Whoops. I'm not sure which way my Garmin is going to take us, because you can go down there, where that guy is, and his missus. That takes you down past the boardwalk, the nature reserve, and this way just takes you down the road, back down to the Maltsters area.
Oh, it's got the 10,000.
10,000, eh? Well, come on then. I've been. How have you managed that? I'm seven steps off. So you can't actually go up the.
Well, maybe I've got shorter legs, I do steps in
Yeah. Right, it's just doing now 10,000 steps. Yeah, so there's the church, which you can't go up the tower at the moment, obviously with COVID. It is very sort of compact, to say the least. If you've never been up it, it's worthwhile. And then we've got the village this way, footpath to village. Right, now even I can work that out from here, so I'll leave you with that one. Very enjoyable, except my knees are a bit sore and my throat's a bit thirsty. So it's 20 past 1. 20 past 1. Oh, I thought we was going back to the boat. See what I have to put up with. Everybody thinks it's me. So we finally reached Sanctuary and a couple of drinks, and I was looking at the menu waiting for the drinks to come out, and I put the camera down and I hadn't switched it off, and it sat there for 39 minutes in this position, so I won't leave that running. Now we had a couple of drinks. We decided that we'd have something to eat from here, but have it a takeaway later on, so I had to come back, and then later on I would meet up with Matt and me. And I'm not showing any footage of those. Honest, very honest. Lying. Yeah, so we went back to the boat, and this is when, well, what did we find when we got there? Some disgusting creature had done something disgraceful over the boat, and it took me blooming ages to clean it off. And then, as I was coming out to tell you about it, the lady from the BA Information Centre came along to explain about the electric. What? Right, well, when I was at the Maltsters checking the menu out, I came back.
Oh right, yeah. You're okay to go on now.
Are we okay?
Yeah, you're okay now. Our electrician.
What happened? Was it?
It's if you saw the back of our fuse board, something.
Alright.
We've done a temporary fix, but at least that'll get you power.
Alright, nice one. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Right, so
And see if there's any money on any of these.
that made no sense to you because I was coming out to show you something else. Now, what the bloody birds have done on our boat? What the hell? Gee, look at that lot. It's all over the window. Oh God, I don't know how to clean the bloody boat that much. Well, it's looking pretty full. And the rope, let's try and squeeze somebody in. But these mooring posts here. Well, what I'm attempting to tell you about here, but the wind sort of was a little bit too much on the mic. The way people are moored, I mean, you can't blame them for how they're moored here. Like, you've got one boat at the end that's between two posts almost. Then the next one down has got the post in the middle of it because he can't go any farther because he's next door to the one on the end. Now, when we came in the morning, it was full and there wasn't any gaps. As I walked down, I can see gaps in between because the boats, like this gap here now, you see, you probably get another boat in there if the Captain 8, well, that's him who sped past us earlier on, if he'd have moved up, but he's got nowhere properly to tie his ropes to. He's gone between two posts. And then the same again, you could probably squeeze another one in there if Brink's Lullaby was moved up a little bit. So you can't blame these people for how they've moored. They've tied to posts behind them. It's just that they seem to be a bit strange sometimes, the post there. And over a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Aren't you talking to it?
No, you're talking to it now.
Ah, hello.
Oh, yeah, okay. What's your name?
Tracy.
Tracy. You don't mind going on YouTube, do you?
I guess not.
So you're on Brink's Lullaby?
Yes.
We went on Brink's Lullaby a few years ago. I don't know whether it was 2. How are you finding it? Okay.
Yeah, good.
Have you been steering up top?
Yeah.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Find it
A bit fresh.
warm of an evening. Windburn.
Oh yeah, you get that,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we was in summer, but it was raining a few days, and I just went up there with a poncho on, and I thought, I don't like it now.
No, we've done the whole thing up top.
Yeah, it's miles better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Miles better. So there's me settled in for the night. Oh, sends me out. Get some food. So I've got to go back to the pub now. They don't open until 6. It's 5:30. I've got to get there just so I can get a seat. I've settled for the lamb shank. Like a good lamb shank now and again. And Christine's having a burger. So I'm hoping to get somebody in, squeeze them in somewhere later. So this could be me. Well, this is my second time here. It could be my third time anytime soon. Well, we have company. He's not going to nip in there, is he? Sure, to goodness. Alright. Get aside of us here. Yeah, tie up here. Yeah. Alright. Nice to get most of that off. So a little bit left there. Oh, here's the guys now. Oh shit, look at that rough one over there. Good job it's last hours at 9. So this is Murray. He's the one with the beard.
Mr. Whitworth, how are you?
How are you? Alright. After a very enjoyable evening, it was time to get back to the boat. Let's get
It's a bit dark. Hi Mr. Whitworth. Yeah. Norfolk Boatman and Murray and Matt. We did steal your husband for a little while.
You got him back though, didn't you?
See that.
He got us back.
So anyway, very enjoyable evening with Murray and Matt. Actually, really enjoyable evening. Yeah, so it's gone off. Anyway, I'll probably tell you about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, that was a thoroughly enjoyable evening. Anyway, tomorrow we follow Murray and Matt up to Wroxham. Murray needed to go and get some things for his boat, and we just followed them all the way up to Wroxham. Matt rescued a dinghy that had come adrift from the back of its boat, and we turned round at Wroxham. We was hoping we could get under the bridge for a little bit, but it was just a little bit on the tight side, so we didn't. We turned round and we just kept cruising until I was dragged kicking and screaming back to the mooring. We had a lovely cruise around Wroxham Broad actually. Normally we've only ever gone across Wroxham Broad, either one way or the other. This time I decided to stick as close to the bank as I could all the way around, and it's surprising what you see when you get that close to the bank. It was quite nice, really enjoyed it. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit mad in places. Oh, if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe, and then you get a chance to win a t-shirt in 2050, whenever it is.